Sí.
Gracias, marica.
Muy bien.
Muy bien. Bueno, ahí no
No,
sé.
sí, es Hello,
Bueno.
and welcome to the Dual Power Podcast.
Your speed skating podcast, where we talk about everything speed skating related, inline and long track.
The last 15 years of speed skating have brought us lifelong lessons, memories and friendships, as well as a trip to the Olympics and lives as full-time professional athletes.
In this podcast, we talk with friends and fellow speed skaters.
We bring you behind-the-scene portraits, as well as race reports, training philosophy, inside stories from the skating world, and much more.
This podcast is brought to you by the Duval Brothers. I'm Philip Dusmit.
And I'm Stephen Dusmit.
Hope you enjoy listening.
Okay. So, welcome to the podcast. I'm sitting here right now in the spring in Geisingen with Jorge David Bolaños Villacorte. Is it right? No.
Yeah, it's
Sí?
correct.
Can I say Jota Bolaños?
Jota Bolaños.
Jota Bolaños, sí. Mejor para mí. Okay, so this podcast will be in English because my Spanish is really, really bad.
It's like I'm my English.
No, your English is better than my Spanish, so we decided to do this one in English. Maybe in 1 year we do it again, and then I'll try and do it in Spanish, yeah? Is that a deal? Sí?
Okay.
Okay, sí. Muy bien. Okay, so just to give a real short introduction from you, you were an Ecuadorian professional speed skater, yeah? And in 2015 you became a world champion as well. And we have known each other for how many years now, do you think?
29.
20. ¿Cuántos años tienes? How old are you, Jota?
29.
Are you 29? No,
Sí.
no, you're 30.
No.
29?
This year, actually.
This year 30.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so not yet.
23 November.
Yeah, so you're an old man. I see.
Corte.
Yeah. Okay, so 29, we say. How old were you when you started skating?
I'm start skating when I have 7 years old. I training not a lot. To 7 to 16, 17 years old. I'm training in Ecuador. After this, I go to Colombia.
Sí. You were born in Quito, see?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you do any other sports when you were younger?
Yeah, when I younger, I practice a lot of sports, atletismo, in the bike,
Sí.
running.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And were you good on the bike or in athletics, or was it
and
like
soccer. No, yes, I good.
you were good
Well,
in everything? Yeah, you were good.
when I have 12 years old,
Yeah.
the coach say me, okay, Jota, now you need juice.
Yeah.
You want practice other sports, or you need only focus in speed line?
Yeah. Yeah.
I say, okay, now
It's
I want.
It's the time. Yes.
Yeah, it's the time.
Okay.
I'm training only in skating. The result is very good for the level in Ecuador in this moment.
Okay. Yeah. And you were training on the track in Quito. Was there a track back then?
No. When when I have 6 years old,
Yeah.
My dad
He's died.
he died.
Sí.
I go to the Tulcan.
Yeah.
Is one small city in Ecuador.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is close to Colombia.
Mm.
I start the inline speed skating in Tulcan.
It's one city where there's also cyclist trainings.
Yes.
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 A lot.
Yes.
I know.
A lot.
It's the border between Ecuador and Colombia. Yeah.
Sí.
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 Okay. Is it also in the mountains, like the altitude, the same like Quito?
No, more altitude
Even more.
is 3,000 meters.
3,000. Okay. Yeah. So you started back when you were 7?
Yes.
Más o menos,
Sí.
more or less. And then when you were 14, you made the choice to focus for inline skating.
Yeah.
And when you were 17,
Yes.
you decided to move.
Yeah. When I have 17, the Team Ecuador, or the selection team, the federation, say me, Jota, you have one opportunity for travel to Colombia. Is one training camp for is I don't remember good. I think 2 or 3 months
Okay.
with Elias del Valle.
The national coach.
Yeah, the
from
national coach
Colombia.
from Colombia.
Yeah.
For me, in this moment, Elias del Valle is one, I don't know, is a really good inspiration for me. I say, okay, I go.
Yeah.
Because it's my dream. My dream every time in this moment is
Skating.
ser world champion.
Yeah.
I say, okay, I go to Colombia.
Already at 17, that was the end goal. So for everyone listening to the podcast, Elias de Valle is currently the Colombian head coach from the very successful Colombian inline team, and he's been for a lot of years, I think. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And if you see him at the races, it's always the guy with the really nice mustache. So if people see him, they know that's him. So which city in Colombia so you moved right away, or was it just a training camp and then you went back to Ecuador? Or
No. When I finish my training camp, okay, I say I go return to Ecuador.
Sí.
One day, Elias say me, Jota, you can live in my home for the 6 months more.
Yeah.
Because I look in you the passion,
The potential.
the potential.
Yeah.
And more focus in your dream.
Yeah.
I say, okay, I need talk with my mom, my family.
Sí.
I need talk with the federation.
Yeah.
Pero for me, every time I say, Elias, yes.
Yeah, you were ready to do everything already.
Yeah, I'm ready, everything, yes.
Yeah. Did you have school up until you were 17?
Yeah. I finished my school, I go to Colombia.
Okay, yeah. And Elias de Valle, back when you were 17, opened up his home to you, and you could stay there for half a year, and you were training with him, and he was the national coach. How did you feel at 17 and you feel like, I want to be world champion, I finished school, I'm staying in Colombia, the best country in the world with skating, and I have the best coach and I'm living in his home. How do you feel in that position?
Oh, for me, it's really incredible because Elias and the skaters in Colombia is really, really inspiration for me.
Did you have any idols back then, the skaters in Colombia? Like people for you, when you saw them, they were like superstars skating in Colombia.
Yeah, when I children, I look every time Diego Rosero. Sí, yeah, Jorge Botero.
Yeah.
For me, it's really good skating.
Yeah, it's funny. It's the same people for me. When I grew up, I remember. Let's go for this story now. So in 2010, I went to my first World Championships in Guarne. World Championships. And I saw in the race, Diego Rosero. Do you remember on the track for the point race?
Yeah.
For me, Bart Swings is the best skater the sport has ever seen. But I see in the point race, Diego Rosero on the front. He had his hands on his back, and he was so strong. He was dropping Fabio, Bart, everyone in the point race on track. Really, really strong. And later in that championship, for the first time for me, it was on the marathon. For the first time, I see there's a breakaway, and there's one Colombian guy, he go in the breakaway, and then there's one Ecuadorian guy, he go in the breakaway. And in the breakaway, the Colombian guy, he don't want to work, because he have the whole team in the back. So the Ecuadorian guy, he was on the front all the time, he was pulling. It was you, yeah?
Sí. I remember.
Yeah.
Because it's my first medal in World Champions for me, For the history in Ecuador is incredible because never other athlete in Ecuador win one medal in World Champions.
In speed skating,
Yeah. For me, really good because it's more close to my dream, my big dream.
Yeah.
And now I say for me it's really important because the other guys, small guys in Ecuador, say it's possible go to the one medal in the World Champions. For me, it's incredible this.
And you were young that time as well.
Yeah, I have 18, 19 years.
19, yeah.
Yeah.
And so did the medal come earlier than you thought it would at World Championships, or was it expected for you already in 2010? You say hi.
No, it's really early because I don't never go to the World Championship juniors. I have sometimes a big problem with the federation when I younger. Yes. Okay, my first World Championships is in 2007 in Cali. 3 years after I have my first medal in World Champions.
See, okay. And so the years after that, you were at the World Championships every year. See, all the year in 2010, it was the first medal.
Yes.
And after that, you have World Championships every year. How was the results the many World Championships?
It's good. It's good. No, every time I'm in my good legs, my good level. Pero I have 11 years in the World Championships. I have 5 medals in World Champions. And every ciclo olímpico.
Every Olympic cycle, yeah.
Yes, in Sudamerica, Bolivarian Games, Sud-American Games, Pan American Games.
Yeah.
For me, it's really good.
Yeah. Okay. So can you just explain to the listeners, because I think a lot of the Europeans, they see all the South Americans or Mexicans or so, and they go to the Pan American Games. See? Yes.
See.
How often is the Pan American Games?
4 years.
Every 4 years. So it's
every 4 years.
So it's like an Olympics for
Yes.
South America, for Middle America, and for North America as well.
Sure.
North America.
See.
So all of the Americas, every 4th year you have that race. How big is that race for the countries? Can you try and explain that? Is that important like the World Championships, or is it less important or more important? How is it?
For South American countries, I think is more important the World Championships.
Okay.
Because to the government, for the when you have this sport with your work, it's better for the countries one medal in the Olympic Games.
Yeah.
Because the World Championships is good for me personally.
Yeah.
Pero for the government is more important.
It's more important.
See.
Okay. And is it the same structure like World Championship? You can go with 2 skaters, or how many skaters from each country?
No. For the Pan American Games now is only one athlete for the race.
For every country. Okay.
Yeah.
Does that make the racing easier for you or harder for you? You don't have 2 Colombians you need to fight with.
Yeah. For me, it's really good.
And you go as the only Ecuadorian. So how many Pan American games have you participated in or skated in?
Now I had 3 Pan American Games.
Old man, yeah. See.
After these World Championships, I go to another Pan American Games. It's my 4th Pan American Games.
Yeah.
It's 16 years.
Yeah. Is that a record?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So
I think it's my final Pan American Games.
it's your final Pan American.
Sí.
So let's take that. You started when you were 7, and now you're
Sí.
29. You